Satan has desired to have you, and he might sift you as wheat. I told you in Sunday school, when they got ready to sift, they tossed it in the air, and y'all ain't saying nothing. Before they could sift the wheat, they had to shake it up and then separate the wheat from the husk, and they toss it in the air and let the wind come and start blowing the wheat and blowing the chaff. Is there anybody here where the devil shook you up and tossed you in the wind? Is there anybody here where the devil shook you up and destroyed your children? Shook you up and put you in depression? Shook you up and had you crying for no reason? Shook you up and you living paycheck to paycheck? Is there anybody here that's ever been shook up and cast into the wind? Anybody here that your life was in chaos? Your life was in a mess? Didn't have any joy? Didn't have any peace? Slap your neighbor and say, neighbor, my life was in chaos. Everything was a mess. Didn't know how I was going to pay the bills. Didn't know where the money was coming from. My life was in a mess. But slap your neighbor and say, neighbor, he's calling me out of chaos. He's calling me out of the storm. He's calling me out of my persecution. Calling me out of distress. Calling me out of depression. We'll say, yeah. Put your hands together and give God a praise. Watch this. How do you know if the Lord is calling you? Because Jesus didn't tell him that Satan was going to sift him as wheat and then end the story. But the Bible said, but when thou art converted. Y'all ain't say nothing in here. Somebody say, but when. Y'all ain't catch it. Say it again. But when. Notice he didn't say if thou art converted. He said, but when. For some of us, the only thing we got going for us is a but and a when. Y'all ain't say nothing in here. The only thing you got on your side is a but and a when. But a when, y'all better be watch this now. W-H-E-N means W-I-N. Y'all are hearing me. Because he said when, that means my victory is guaranteed. Because he said when, my coming out is assured. And since he promised it, the word is yea and amen. And everything God said shall come to pass. And I came to tell somebody, because of your budding win, you have the victory. You will overcome. Tell your devil, feel your joy. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, God is calling me out of chaos. He's calling me out of confusion. Say, yeah. Put your hands together and give God a praise. Give him a praise. A praise. A praise. A praise. Give God a praise. Put your hands together and bless the Lord in this house. Give somebody a high five. Tell him he's calling me out of chaos. Why does he call you out of chaos? He calls you out of chaos because you still got work to do. Tell somebody you got work to do. I wish I could preach to Elijah and let you know that you got work to do. I wish you could come and preach to us today and let us know that there are some times when the test in your life would chase you in a cave. There are some times when you go through a storm God starts speaking. He said, what do ye in this cave? Why are you running from your trials? I come to ask somebody what you're running from. Slap your neighbor and say, neighbor, what you're running from. He already told you that the test was going to come. The Bible said, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. Slap somebody upside the head after what you're running from. Watch what happens. He said, listen here. I need you to get out of this cave because I got some work to do. And if you don't leave out of here, Elisha will never get anointed. If you don't leave out of here, Jehu will never be anointed. I need you to get out of your cave because I've got a plan for your life. And I need you to move forward. Give somebody a high five. Tell them I'm moving forward. I'm coming out of my cave and I'm moving forward. I was on the run, but I'm moving forward. So say yeah. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, it's time to move ahead. So say yeah. Put your hands together and give God a praise. As I get ready to close, I want you to understand, Peter now has to move out of his situation. Peter has to go and move into destiny. And the only way to do it, he has to come out of his cave of doubt, depression, loneliness, unfaithfulness, lack of commitment, despondency, dejection, depression, oppression, suppression. Ain't nobody talking in here. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, it's time to come out of chaos. It's time to come out of where you are and do the work of the Lord. So say yeah, yeah, yeah. Put your hands together and give God a praise in this house. Just slap 7 people and tell them I'm coming out of it now. I'm coming out of it now. I'm coming out of it now. And the Bible said, when you come out, strengthen your brother. Look at somebody in the face and tell them God is bringing me out for your benefit. God is bringing me out to bless your life. Y'all ain't say nothing in here. I'm your biggest blessing. Because when I come out, I got something in me that's going to help you survive. I got something in me that's going to help you live. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, when I come out of this, I've got power to overcome the devil. When I come out of this, I'm coming out with joy unspeakable and full of glory. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, when I come out of this, I'm going to rejoice in the Lord always. And again I say, rejoice. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, when I get out, I'm going to hide in the secret place of the Most High. I'm going to abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor.